This is the experimental setup for testing the germination of seeds when exposed to electric currents. This over here is a gel. It is an agar gel, and the reason for the usage of gel is to eliminate what is known as the matrix effect. And over here we have two graphite electrodes on either side. I have used these glass slides as spacers so that we can clamp the crocodile clips on the graphite electrodes. One of these will be the control, in which we'll have a short circuit current, and one of these will be the test, in which we will have a current of 1.5 volts. From the side you can see the graphite plates inside the respective containers. The next step involves the seeding. So we have these chili seeds over here, and I have placed the seeds, 6 seeds and 6 seeds. This is for documentation and validation later. So these are the seeds. There are a variety of seeds which have a germination rate of around 90%. So let's see how many of these germinate under different electrical conditions. Now in this step we will record the current. This is a 3 volt DC battery, so it's 1.5 volts into 2. So I marked it on this cover, and then you have this connected via these two crocodile clips to the gel, and this is the control. This has no electricity at all, just the graphite electrodes. So we'll set this aside, and for the next experiment I will be using a lower concentration of agar gel. Currently this is around 1%, 1.2% precisely. So I've added 1.2 grams per 100 ml of medium. As we seal this, of course you will get some level of contamination because this is a semi-sterile experiment. It's not under aseptic conditions. And this is the second container. I will close it now, and both of these will be placed inside a light rack. Now I'm going to turn on the current here, and we'll observe the results as time goes by. So we look at the seeds, generally germination time of around a week, and I also have here these seeds in media. These are in Murashige and Scoob medium, and with these seeds you will get some level of contamination because this is a semi-sterile system. I did not add any kind of sterilant to the seeds because I do not want to interfere with the experiment. So that's what you will get at the end of the experiment. We will see whether this electrical system will either inhibit or curtail growth. This is the final step before we set up the system. This is a germination light. It's a plant growth light, which is magenta. Of course, you don't really require light for germination, but the plants will require light once they emerge from the gel. So these are the plants. For documentation, you have the electrically charged system here, and the control here, and then we have these 2 bottles with no graphite rods. They are just to check for germination efficiency. So that's the experimental setup for the record.